Hi, I'm Brianna, and I'm going to be doing a few facts to get you ready and hung up for the real world. Sometimes some of these advices may not work, so some results may vary. Ding! So some results may vary. So if these don't work for you, you can just leave this, like click the X, do whatever, go back, go to your history, doesn't matter. But just, if you want to hear me out, go ahead, keep going. And thanks to the people who's probably still staying. Other people, that's fine. But let me get started with this video. Alright. So, alright, starting off one. Like, when people act like they can't do anything in the world. Like they can't even try their hardest. Some people can't, some people can. Sometimes I don't try, and which is sometimes I have to. Even if I don't really feel like trying, I have to try, or else I'm not gonna succeed or pass through anything for following my dream. Like, if you wanna sing or dance or whatever, you can't fall out when you're dancing. You can't go to sleep while you're dancing in your dance class. You can't rest while you're in your dance class either. You can't, when you're singing, you can't think you're gonna be perfect the first time. Because you think you're just gonna be perfect the first time, like you're not gonna be booed at all. It's just not gonna happen. And people think that everything is just a joke sometimes. But when they go in the real world and they see these people, like, oh my god. Like, because they're in school, like me, I'm in school, and then, like, of course, it's like, live your life, do all this stuff like that. And I'm not gonna act like I'm mature, are you kidding me? No. I'm not even an adult yet, so, like, really? I'm not even a teenager yet. Well, yet. But still, I can't say I have much wisdom in the world, but like people, but I know some things. Like when people make fun of you, it hurts, but then you have to leave it alone. Because if you don't leave it alone and you cry or you do anything, they win. They win. You surrender. You take off that power overpowers you, and it's not good when that happens. Because you might be a little girl, and then there's these older people, and if you cry, they'll just be laughing, smiling, doing all this stuff like that. And some people actually have a heart and will care if the child is crying and be mad at them for making a child cry. Others, not so much. And if you think like people, I hate when people like say, "Oh, you're too fat," like you need to go on diets and stuff like that. You need to do all that, and like, because I'll be honest, I am pretty fat, and I don't really. Who really cares if you're fat or not? Because honestly, it's none of your business. You're not my body. If you're my body, then yeah, I'll see that. And I do try sometimes. Like sometimes I let go, and I shouldn't do that. Sometimes I just stick to my diet, and I can be good. But I do eat healthy. I eat vegetables and all that stuff like that. I don't eat too much anymore as I used to. So, so far so good. And nothing's really hurting right now. Like nothing's really going bad. And like people want to make fun of people because they get one snack, and it's like because they judge the way they look, the way they talk, the way they walk. You have to be judged, and who cares? Who cares if you're gonna be judged by someone? They're not judging you. Like, they're not on The Voice, are they? No, they're not the face. All right, they're not They're not America's Next Top Model. They don't have to judge you, because they're not supposed to be judging you. Unless they were paid to do it, I don't think they're supposed to be judging you. And honestly, if you had to be judged by someone, who would it be? Because you wanted to be a random stranger just walking and seeing you. Like, you just be nice to people, and then they'll be nice back sometimes. And sometimes there'll just be people who don't really care about you, just be like, ugh, and they act like they don't care, they hate you. And then if you just say what I do wrong, and they don't even tell you anything, that means you did nothing. They have no explanation, no reason, no nothing. They tell you something that you really didn't know that you did, you apologize, they don't care, and they don't forgive you. Leave them alone, cause they ain't gonna budge. You can't buy friendship. It's another thing you can't do, because buying friendship is like just something so bad to do. Cause like, if you buy friendship, sometimes it'll be a waste of your money sometimes. Because I did that. I'm gonna admit that. Alright? But honestly, who like you give them something, like a gift or something, because maybe it's their birthday or something like that, and like, or you just feel generous to give somebody a snack or something today, and then say to pay you back or something like that, and then you ask where the gift is, and then they start yelling at you like a complete freak. Anyway, one thing I don't really understand is, why are people so mean? Like, why do people hurt animals? Why do people just make fun of people? Why do people try and fight people that don't even want to fight? Like why do people just call people names, do all this stuff like that? Why do you think? Maybe they're just rude people, just wanting to come out and just do all this, and they don't have a heart. Maybe they do. Maybe it's just tucked deep inside of them so bad. It's like probably in their legs, because they can probably run so fast, and their legs are probably warm. They're probably tucked down and safe, because they're probably hurt. They probably just don't care, but they probably are crazy. Some people, not all people, but then like, there's people who really care about you, who really like you for who you are, not just because you act like you know it all. Like, you act like you know it all, you do. Or it doesn't matter if you're the pretty one, the smart one, the teachers all like me one, the anything but the popular one, all that kind of stuff. Even the guy that's the cutest one. Yeah, like, really, it doesn't matter if they're cute, bad, not, hot, sot, whatever. Well, sot isn't a real word, so forget sot. But like, yeah, you can't judge a person. You can't judge people, because let's say this: if you judge somebody else, the next person that's right next to you could be judging you right now. You'd be like this, ugh, ew, look at them shoes, they look so disgusting. And then that person right next to you will be like, but she just got the same shoes that, didn't she get them track pants from Walmart or something? And yeah, you can be so embarrassed when you find out that she told all her friends, then one of them was her friend too. And you have to be a friend of somebody to have friends sometimes. Sometimes you can't be, people act like they can't be friendless. Sometimes you're going to have to live without a friend one day, because one day a friend is not going to be there. Like, a friend might be in a different class, a friend might be like somewhere else in the world, they moved or something. But you can't act like you ain't friendless. Like, you're going to have friends one day. Even though they might not even be close friends, you're going to have friends. As long as you don't give them what they want. As long as you don't give them like everything that you have. Because if you put your mind into it, you will enjoy being with that person, and then next thing you know, you'll be their best friend. And who knows? People act like they can't do that, and they think that the whole world revolves around them. Like, selfish. Okay, let me tell you the difference between selfish and not selfish. Selfish people only care about themselves. They don't care if you go downstairs, you go upstairs, whatever. They're in it. Like this one TV show I saw, like this girl, she had an apple. She wanted the apple. So she took that apple, said, "You don't deserve anything to eat." So like, really? And then not selfish people, they'll try and help you out. They'll try and do their best to do something. And they'll try and like at least try and put a reasonable position or something. Even though sometimes it may seem that people think that people who think that they're selfish because they want to restrict the law. Let me tell you this: if them people are nice to you and they just want to do one little simple kind thing that you can't do, you are crazy. Cause they do all this stuff for you. Like they probably know you since you were a baby and fed you and cleaned you and did all this stuff like that, and you still won't be the nicest person to do one thing for them. Are you serious? That's rude, and that's so low and pathetic and selfish. But if you think about it. Like you go, let's say you go like into a room to watch TV, and you ask the most politest way to look at TV. The person thinks that you're being selfish. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna win, but you may have, cause win or lose, you think you lost when somebody says stuff like that, like in the rudest way possible. I can't even explain how bad that would feel like, because who wants to be treated that way? And that's kind of it. If you see it, you don't, it doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed the video, and click, comment, subscribe, whatever. Bye.